In fact, if you look at what's happening around us in the world, and the region specifically, and very specifically with us in Fiji, we are being hit with non-communicable diseases. Although in Rakiraki you still have pockets of typhoid and periods when you have leptospirosis and dengue becomes with changing weather. But the major problem now is NCDs, non-communicable diseases. And a substantial amount of the community is developing obesity, and that becomes a risk to hypertension, diabetes, strokes, premature deaths, mental health disease. So all this needs to be addressed as a community. No government in the world is in a position to service and provide everything. So it is the responsibility of every individual, every family, every community to put their hand up and be counted, and to make a change in how we live our lives. In 2011, for your information, in the United Nations in New York, they endorsed the best buys approach, the 4 important things how we can maintain better health. They talked about stop smoking, reduce your alcohol intake, and that in Fiji includes your kava intake, because that basically causes you to sit down and not do any activity. To reduce the type of food we're eating, the processed food we're eating. You see children gulping down Coke and Pepsi and all sorts of fizzy drinks and sugary drinks, and yet not drinking water. And there's so much coconuts around, we could be serving them coconuts. I'm appalled when I go to a function and they give me cordial. I said, why can't we have some coconut water? So we need a mind change about how we eat, what we eat, how much exercise we do, and how we damage our bodies. As a consequence of all these things which affect all of us, we need support in the hospital. Because what happens is our people don't turn up on time. When they don't turn up on time, and when they do, they end up as a crisis. People like the Cosmopolitan Club, the individuals who originally intended to form a social club, which expanded into, had a philanthropic angle to it, to be able to provide service to the community, is a fantastic idea. And worldwide, the concept of PPP, private-public partnership, or CSR, corporate social responsibility, is being undertaken. And I must say, this is one of the first projects of PPP in Fiji, where we have only come in, it's a turnkey process. So we're taking over by just turning the key. And we are very grateful for the Cosmopolitan Club and its trustees for this. You will always be remembered, gentlemen, for what you have done for your community. Doctor has already talked about Mother Teresa. There's one other chap from the same continent who was a great thinker, philosopher, Mahatma Gandhi. The power of one, the power of being counted. You, if you want to see difference, you can make the difference. You make the change. If you can make the change, if you can change, everybody will follow. So please think about that. Now, your Board of Visitors has been somewhat defunct. And when I leave today, I hope I can find enough people from the community who are able-bodied, who have the go in them to assist where Cosmopolitan Club ends. To be able to bring to your hospital, to your division, to your subdivision, the ability to be able to tackle things. The Board of Visitors for all our establishments throughout Fiji have been given teeth. The teeth, or the ability to go in, assist in the beautification of the health centers, assist in taking the outreach programs out into the community, and be able to hire and fire people to be able to do justice to your establishment and your team. We are the custodians of health. Yes, we provide you the nurses and the doctors, but you, the community, are responsible for your facility, how you look after it. And it's amazing sometimes when you walk into establishments, you see the facilities run down, and everybody then turns around and says, the medical department or the health ministry is not doing its work. But a lot of times we keep coming in and changing things, and it's sad to see that the facility gets misused by the community. So I think it's a responsibility on the part of everybody. We can only work and make things happen if we work together as a team. With that and the support of the community, our medical team, our nursing team, I hope we have a better future. And in fact, we are at the stage to say to you that there's major developments in health in your area, in the Western Division, shortly where announcements will be made. And that close to $1 million has been put aside by government this year for equipment for our emergency units, and to be able to train our doctors and nurses in the discipline of emergency medicine. Thank you very much.